Did you see them? Karens in the wild.
Yes, Karens in the wild still exist, even in mastectomy boutiques like mine. So this is part one because sadly, there are more parts. Hi, my name is Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and most of my clients are super nice. They know that I am here to help them, and I bend over backwards to do that. So I had a lady come in to see me, and she had been to other mastectomy boutiques because she had had her mastectomy many, many years ago. And the first red flag was that she was telling me about the last place that she went to, and they were so mean to her, and they said terrible things to her. And I thought, that doesn't sound right. You know, I kind of know these people through the industry, and it doesn't sound like them, but you know, why would she lie? But you know, it was a red flag for me. And then she was telling me about the time before that, where she went to a different place, and they did the same thing. They were mean to her and this and that. And I'm like, okay, something's not right here. That's fine. So she was telling me what she was looking for, and I did her fitting and everything went fine. And she wanted a specific type of bra. And she wanted basically a molded cut bra that has like some padding or whatever. But because of her size, there were very few mastectomy bras available in her size and none with padding. And she got really weird about that. And she was like, well, you're gatekeeping and you don't want to sell me those. I'm like, why would I care what kind of bra you wear? Like, and then she was trying to get my phone number, my personal home phone number. And what she was doing was, I said, well, you know what? Let me look around. Maybe there's something I've missed, and I'll email you pictures and see what you think. And she was like, yeah, my email's not working, so can you send it to me by text? And I said, well, I can't actually, because my office phone is a landline. She goes, well, you can use your personal phone. I'm like, no, something just told me I shouldn't. I didn't want this woman to have my personal phone number. And she was insisting and insisting. And I was like, nope, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. And I said, you know, do you have a Facebook page? And she said, yes. I said, well, then I'll private message you from my Twin Sisters Facebook page. I'll private message you the pictures of the bras. My Facebook isn't working. My computer's not working. Like, she had all these excuses, and she was really pushing for me to send her my private phone number. And I stuck to my guns, because the more this went on, the more my spidey sense was tingling, and I'm like, nope. So eventually, after like days of her badgering me for my number, she said, fine. Oh, my computer's magically working again. So I sent her information on Facebook privately, and she didn't respond. No problem. And then she, you know, contacted me again, or I contacted her, I don't know, and said, you know, I don't see any of what you're looking for in the bras. And she was like, again, you're gatekeeping, you don't want me to buy those. And I'm like, why would I care? So I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to send you all of my catalogs electronically, and you can go through them and see if there's anything I missed. Because clearly she wasn't trusting me. I don't have time for that. Okay, so you don't trust me, but you don't want to do it yourself. You know, whatever. I should have just walked away then. Anyway, because of her size, I had to order special bras for her. There was one bra that she tried on here that she really, really liked, but it wasn't padded. And so she was saying to me, well, I tried on that bra at your boutique and it was padded and it was, you know, fit fine. And why can't you order more of those? And I said, well, actually it wasn't padded. Yes, it was. She insisted it was. And I'm like, no. But I, you know, searched out everything. I got as close to what she wanted as possible. They just didn't make what she wanted. And I ordered in a bunch of bras for her. And bras, you know, I ordered in, I think 6. She was only going to get 2. And, you know, I'd just be eating the cost of the rest. So it wasn't doing me any favors. And so then, because she was going through a particular program that compensated her for her costs, I needed to receive approval from that organization ahead of time in writing. And so she said to me, well, you know, I'm ready to come in. And I said, okay, I'm just waiting for approval from that company. And she said, what do you mean? Approval. I have the approval. I said, great, forward it to me because I need it. I can't release product without having a guarantee of payment. And she went off on me. She went ballistic. I thought you were going to take care of everything. You were supposed to take care of everything. And now you're telling me that you need this paperwork. I said, of course I need the paperwork. But you said you have it, so just forward it to me. I don't know where to find it. I can't. And I was like, well, you know, you can ask them to resend it. You can ask them to send it to me, whatever you like. But I can't just give you product without payment, right? Or guarantee of payment. And she went ballistic on me. And I said to her, I'm sorry, but you know, the bras are here waiting for you, but I have to wait till I get approval. And she said, well, I'm coming in Tuesday and I'm going to get those bras whether you like it or not. And blah. And she was scaring me. She was absolutely scaring me. She was like yelling and screaming at me. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't want to see her, you know, like, and then she would have to try on the bras and be here. No. So I called the organization. Actually, I emailed them because I wanted it in writing. And I said, I'm sorry, but I can no longer service this client. She is being disruptive and actually, you know, causing us to fear for our safety here. And they emailed me back and they're like, we totally get it. No problem. You know, they were very professional, but it kind of gives me the impression that they already know what she's like. So, you know, I was trying to do my best for her. And then I was like, okay. So then I had to call her up and tell her she can't come in because there's no way I'm going to serve this person. And I was like, oh, please don't answer the phone. Please don't answer the phone. Anyway, she didn't answer the phone. So I left her a message and I actually recorded my end of it, not hers. I recorded my end and I was like, I'm sorry, but because of your behavior, we are no longer able to service you and you'll have to shop someplace else. And she was supposed to come in like the next day. And I was like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't come in. So anyway, I didn't come in that day. I canceled or rescheduled my appointments. And I didn't even come in that day because that's how horrible and frightening she was. So that is my one of just a few experiences of a Karen in the wild. It was not pleasant. It doesn't happen very often, but we're not going to be bullied here. Sorry. I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and let me know when you've encountered a Karen in the wild, in a place where, like, honestly, we're here to help you. We go out of our way to help you and be kind to people, but wow, just an unhappy lady. And I know, she's in a very unfortunate circumstance, but everybody who comes here is in that circumstance. And, you know, there's ways of handling things. You know, I know sometimes when I'm stressed out, I'm probably aggravated and grouchy, but there's a whole difference. Like I can't even, like, I shortened the whole story here today, but honestly, she was 10 times worse than I'm portraying. Like, she was scaring me. And she was saying things on the phone, like not trusting me, as if I was gatekeeping, and then she would question the estimate as if I was trying to do something wrong. Like, yeah, lots of red flags. So she is in my computer under red flag, and I will not be seeing her again. And, oh, I should say one more thing. She called one of my suppliers and was inquiring about bras and was creating a big fuss, and she used a fake name with them. She used, I think, the same first name but a different last name. And so we all knew who it was. And she's been banned from a lot of places in our breast cancer community. Doesn't pay to be a Karen. See you soon.